Vikram, lovely to meet you. It seems at the moment we can't help but hear in the news about data breaches and cybersecurity hacks. So how seriously should businesses be taking their cybersecurity?
Indeed, well, information is the lifeblood of many organizations today. And in fact, it's the asset that confers strategic and competitive advantage. One of the strongest elements of protection that organizations can implement is to encrypt all sensitive data.
In layman's terms then, can you explain to me what is quantum cybersecurity and why businesses should bother to change their existing systems and use this one instead?
The two specific quantum capabilities we employ in quantum cybersecurity are for true random number generation, an essential ingredient into encryption keys, and to use quantum effects to securely transport encryption keys from one location to another. These two quantum capabilities are integrated with a software suite to deliver very strong data protection.
So to some it might sound a bit technical, a little bit overwhelming. Just how easy is it to implement?
Quintessence Labs has actually invested very heavily into making this technology cost-effective, simple, and easy to implement within existing cybersecurity infrastructures. We've worked very closely with a number of standards organizations to build technologies that will fit in to a typically diverse IT infrastructure that you'll find in most organizations.
Some people might watch this and think, well, if the likes of Google and Facebook and Marriott Hotels, who have all been in the news recently with data breaches, if they can't protect themselves, and they're the big players with, I imagine, big money behind them, then how do the smaller companies stand any chance?
In this context, one of the strongest measures that organizations can implement is to protect their data very robustly. In particular, understanding what data we hold, where it's held, who has access to it, and how we would look to protect it. Knowing this, if we implement data protection strategies, we are able to largely render breaches irrelevant. And this applies equally to large organizations as it does to the smaller companies.
And looking ahead now into 5 years' time, how can companies be sure they're still going to be secure? How is quantum cybersecurity still going to protect them?
Quantum cybersecurity relies on the fundamental laws of physics. So irrespective of advances in computational power, whether they're on supercomputers or quantum computers, the underlying principles for quantum cybersecurity will continue to be valid. The other thing is that Quintessence Labs has invested heavily into making the architectures that we've suggested agile. So as technology evolves, it is able to integrate in new technology elements which become available and also be responsive to emerging threats in this fast-changing cybersecurity environment.
Vikram, thank you so much for your time.